Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kailin and I post new videos every single week, and I post videos mainly about eating disorder recovery and intuitive eating. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would love for you to click onto that subscribe button down below and become part of our little family. This week we are filming another one of your favorites, which is a what I eat in a week video. As always, there is no dieting, there is no moralizing food, there is no diet culture. I tend to stay very far away from that because I find it incredibly triggering. It just is, okay? Food is not good, it is not bad, it is just food. So welcome. This week we are starting the video on a Tuesday. So for breakfast today, I need something super quick and easy, which tends to be the vibe throughout the week. So I'm going to be making some toast as well as some eggs, and I'm going to just dip my buttered toast in the eggs. It's so good. And I'm just going to have some berries on the side. So besides cracking both of the yolks, I'm pretty sure that this looks delicious. Honestly, sometimes I'm just in the mood for like some buttery bread that you dip into egg yolk. Oh my God, it's so good. These strawberries taste a little bit weird though. Hi friends, so for lunch today, you probably hear my air fryer in the back, but I'm just heating up some leftover pizza that I made yesterday. It was so good. And I also threw together this salad. There's a whole head of romaine lettuce, some tomatoes, some red bell pepper, cucumber, some red onion, and a lot of feta cheese. And as y'all know, usually I make my own salad dressing, but I picked this one up from the store the other day, and it's from the brand Renee's, and it's their Mediterranean Greek dressing, and I just needed it for like something super quick. I forgot exactly what I needed it for, but I really liked it. And I think that they use red wine vinegar in this, and I always usually make my Greek salad dressings with balsamic vinegar, so it's a nice change. So I'm going to add some of this to the salad as well. Doesn't the salad look so good? Oh my God, I love salads. For the pizza, I made some homemade dough yesterday, and I just topped it with some cheese, some onions, and some fresh basil. And yeah, I'm so freaking excited to eat this. So I just finished work for the day, and for the past like 3 hours, I've been thinking about brownies nonstop. So we're going to be making brownies. I have this brownie mix. I just get it from Costco. I think that this is literally the best brownie mix ever. Personally, I prefer boxed brownies to homemade brownies. I just find that they typically taste better. Don't come for me. Don't come for me, okay? This is my page. I can say and do what I want, you know? But I'm going to doctor it up a little bit and make it a little bit different. First things first, we still have a lot of these Easter chocolates. Some of them are milk chocolate and other ones are like cookies and cream. I'm going to chop some of those up and add them into the brownie mix. And then instead of water, I'm going to be using some coffee. And instead of oil, I think I'm going to be using some butter. So let's put this bad boy together. It will take me like 5 seconds. And I just really want a chewy, delicious brownie. It'll be perfect for dessert tonight. Beautiful. So this is what the brownies look like before I'm going to put them in the oven. I added on some of those cookies and cream chocolate eggs on top. These are literally loaded with chocolate, so I'm really excited to see what they look like later.
Feel
So for dinner tonight, we are having fajitas, and I'm just cooking up some bell peppers with some onions, which I added a bunch of spices to. And once that is done cooking, I'm also going to cook up these 2 chicken breasts that I diced up. And we're just going to serve them on some wraps with some cheese, onion, lettuce, and of course, some delicious chips on the side. And as y'all know, I am a saucy gal, so of course we're gonna load them up with sour cream and salsa as well. Good morning, friends, and happy Wednesday. I'm already in such a good mood today. The sun is shining. Yesterday it was just pouring rain, so it's so nice just to see like the birds and squirrels and everybody back out today. I woke up quite early this morning and took the dogs on a nice long walk, and now it's time to make some breakfast before my first client call of the day. And despite it being sunny and a little bit warm, I'm in the mood for oatmeal, so that's what we're going to make. And I'm in the mood for like a chocolate peanut butter oatmeal. Yeah, definitely.
Thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you lately, baby, lately, baby. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you.
This oatmeal looks beautiful and stunning. I love this bowl because it reminds me of my grandmother because she gifted it to me. So I try to use it every single chance that I can, but I'm going to give it a little bit of a mix. Oh my goodness, there's so much delicious peanut butter in here. It's so freaking good. Here we go. Food is meant to be enjoyed. You should enjoy almost every single meal that we have. Of course, no meal can be perfect, and that's also okay. But if you're forcing yourself to eat things that you don't like, why? It doesn't have to be that way, okay? Okay. I used to force myself to add protein to everything, protein powder, and now I can't even look at it. And I realized over time that I hate it. I vehemently hate it, but I ate it for so many years because I thought I should, because there's so many protein recipes everywhere. Protein oatmeal, protein pancakes, protein desserts, whatever it might be. You don't have to add protein on everything. You really don't. It drives me crazy, this emphasis on protein. Chances are, if you are eating enough, you're probably going to get the things that you need throughout the day if you are listening and responding to your body. That comes with time. It will not happen overnight, especially if you have a disordered background or a dieting background. That communication with your body is next to none, and you have to work really hard to rebuild that communication. And that involves asking yourself a lot of questions. It also involves being really honest with yourself about why you do the things that you do. But anyway, I feel like this is a topic for another video. I'm gonna go eat this, talk to my beautiful clients, and I'll see you shortly for lunch. So I've never made my own homemade pesto today, but there is a day for everything. I don't think that that's the saying. Today we're making pesto, is basically what I'm getting down to. I'm not exactly following a recipe. I'm gonna try to measure things so it works out for you, so we'll see how it goes. But I have my little food processor over here. And the first thing that we're gonna start off with are some pine nuts. Oh my God, I opened this the wrong way. These are one of my favorite nuts. They're just so tasty. So I'm going to add in, I guess, around half a cup of pine nuts. I also have a bunch of peeled garlic that I'm gonna add in. I think I peeled around 3 cloves, and also around 3/4 of a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. I hope that my food processor is big enough to do this, because this is like a mini food processor, so we'll have to wait and see. The next thing that I'm gonna add in is some lemon juice. I don't know, around that much, probably like a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons. A little bit of salt, some cracked black pepper, and then I'm just going to throw in a bunch of this basil. About that much basil, probably like a cup and a half, 2 cups of basil. And the last thing that I'm going to add is just some olive oil, probably around 2/3 of a cup or 1/4 cup, something like that. Again, this is one of the things that you have to make to your own taste. So I'm going to blend it up, give it a taste, and add things accordingly. Like if it needs more lemon, I'm just gonna add more lemon, you know, go with the vibe. Cooking is really not that serious. So the pesto actually turned out really great. It's a little bit like lumpy. I don't know how else to describe it, like grainy. I'm not sure if it's because of the nuts or if that's like normal in pesto recipes. I'm not sure if I was like supposed to like soak the pine nuts. But anyway, we're gonna use this for lunch in a second. But I did wanna show you a quick hack. If you love the Starbucks green tea lemonade, but you also don't wanna spend $45 on a drink, I've got you, okay? So grab a cup with some ice. This is some green tea that I brewed a couple of days ago. Just boiling water, some green tea bags. That's all that's in this. And I'm just going to fill this glass halfway with some green tea. And then you can buy any lemonade, but this is the lemonade that I bought. I just got it from our grocery store. I'm sure if you're from Montreal, you can find this at many different grocery stores. It was actually the grocery store that I met a subscriber at. So if you're watching this, hi, you made my entire day. But you just basically add the lemonade into the green tea. Oh. And it's so good and so refreshing. And it tastes almost identical to the one at Starbucks, at least to me. And now I can just have free refills, have it as much as I want, and also not pay $5. It's crazy. This was like $3 for the whole thing, and green tea is like 30 cents per tea bag, if not less. Definitely a good tip to save some money if you are an avid Starbucks goer. Anyway, as I'm sipping on this, we are going to be making some lunch. I'm going to attempt to use the air fryer. I've never made a sandwich in an air fryer, so I'm not sure if it's any good, but I'm going to bake my beautiful caprese sandwich that I make all the time, but I'm going to make it like open faced so the cheese gets nice and bubbly in the air fryer. I just think it's gonna be really good. So I have some baguette. It's honestly pretty stale, so I also hope that the air fryer brings it back to life. And I'm going to add on some pesto that we just made, some freshly sliced tomatoes, as well as some fresh mozzarella. So let's do it. All right, so we have our baguette over here. And first things first, I'm just going to spread on some of that homemade hummus pesto that we made. Next up is to add some of these delicious tomatoes. Tomato season is here and I'm living for it because I could eat tomatoes probably at every single meal. They're just so freaking delicious and tasty. Let's add on some of those. And I'm also going to add some fresh mozzarella as well. And now I'm gonna put these in the air fryer and we'll see how they come out. So I set my air fryer to 400 degrees and I'm gonna cook it for around 5 minutes, but I'm gonna check on it because I have no idea how quickly it's going to take. So yeah, I'll keep you updated and I'll be back very soon. So it just came out and it took like a minute, but can we look at how good that looks? So good. There's something about like an open face sandwich that I just love, but let's try it. Oh my God. Okay, a couple of things. It is so good with the homemade pesto. I did a good job. And I really love how the cheese gets broiled in the air fryer. I'm definitely gonna be making a lot of sandwiches like this. I feel like a tuna melt would also be incredible. I'm a tuna lover. I know it's not for everybody, but it's really good. Oh my God, no. This is an epic 10 on 10.
I can't get it out of my mind. You know I think about it all the time.
So for dinner tonight, I'm just making a rosé sauce with some rigatoni. And then I'm also just making a salad for the side with some romaine, some onions, bell peppers, tomatoes, and feta. And today for my dressing of choice, I'm going to be adding on some of this garlic Caesar dressing from Costco. And yeah, that's going to be dinner for tonight. This looks so good and it's definitely hitting the spot. Bon appetit, my beautiful besties. If you haven't eaten today, stop watching this video. Get off my channel. Go eat something and come back if you want to, of course, okay? Okay? Okay. So for my dessert tonight, I'm just having some Doritos, some Kit Kat pieces, as well as some of these Starbursts that are left over from Halloween. I love Doritos. The original are my favorite. Let me know what your favorite Dorito is in the comments down below.
I can't get it out of my mind. You know, I think about it all the time. The way you dance, you catch my eye. You're so sacred, so divine. I've been fading. We've been lonely days and sleepless nights since you spoke out and hurt my pride, yeah. There's no need to say sorry. I can't get you off my mind, and you can't tell me this don't feel right, yeah. I know that you want me. There's no need to hesitate if things go.
So I'm just kind of grazing. I don't know if this is lunch or if it's a snack. I really don't know. But I'm having a bunch of cheese that I love to dip in hummus. This combination is elite. Then I'm having some of my favorite crackers, some bell pepper and apple. I'm definitely gonna have more crackers and probably more cheese as well. But today is super hectic and tomorrow as well. Just some busy work days and some deadlines that I have to meet for like sponsorships and brands, and I have to answer a bunch of emails and things like that. A lot of just like administrative work. I also am late doing my taxes, so I have to do that tomorrow as well. And I'll see you soon. I'm probably gonna order something next because I'm not in a cooking mood today. It's just not it. Gotta make do without the chopsticks. That's so good. You can't have any sushi because you're a puppy. Hi friends, it's later. This day was kind of boring. Like I feel like I didn't really offer any recipes, but it is realistic, so there's that. I'm about to have some ice cream and then I'm going to bed. So let me show you. This is the ice cream that I'm having and it's in the flavor, if it will focus, maple taffy. If you're from Quebec, then you know that this is one of the best ice cream brands. It's so freaking good. So I'm gonna have some of this and then I'm gonna go to bed. Hello friends, I am currently making myself some lunch. And today we are kind of making like a sandwich. I have these little sub rolls and they're in the flavor garlic, so that's exciting. And inside my sandwich, I'm going to have some ham, some sliced onion, some of this Hungarian salami, some lettuce, mayo, and mustard. And that's about it. But first things first, I'm actually going to cut open one of these buns, put on some cheese and then the meats, and I'm gonna stick it in the air fryer to make it all nice and toasty. So let's do that first. The cheese that I'm using today is a sharp cheddar cheese. It's called Balderson, and I get it from Costco, and it's so good. I don't like my sandwiches that cheesy, so I'm only gonna put a little bit on. Next, I'm going to add on some of this salami. Then I also have some ham here that I'm going to put on too. I was going to put the mayo and mustard on also, but I think I'm just going to wait until this is toasted. All right, so the sandwich crisped up nicely in the air fryer, and now I'm just going to add on some lettuce and some sliced onions. And I ended up just chopping this up and adding on a little bit of like Greek vinaigrette because I love doing this for sandwiches. It's delicious. So I'm going to add this, some mayo and mustard, and we'll be good to go.
Is it the day you leave?
That sandwich looks so good and it smells delicious. But let's see how it tastes. I love how we do so many taste tests in these videos. We just never know what we're getting. Life is full of surprises, baby. Anyway, here we go. If you want to add flavor and just make your sandwiches 10 times better, please mix your vegetables with any sort of vinaigrette. It just really takes the sandwich up a whole notch. We'll be making this again. Also, these shortbread cookies are some of my favorites, so I'm going to have one of these as a lunch dessert. So I'm marinating our chicken for dinner right now, and into that bowl, I'm going to add this barbecue sauce. I also added a little bit of water in this bottle just to finish up the rest of the sauce. I'm gonna give it a good shake. Try not to get barbecue sauce all over me, and pour that in there as well. So it probably ends up being like a 1/4 cup of water. Usually I add in honey to this recipe, but I want to try it with brown sugar. So that's what we're going to add today. Then I'm going to add in some sriracha, and then we're just going to whisk all of that together. Chicken thighs are my favorite because they are so tender and delicious. But these are going to soak in this marinade until I'm ready to cook the rest of dinner. So the chicken is on a barbecue, and I just put together a salad. It's a very simple salad with some spinach, onion, tomatoes, cucumbers, and feta. So a Greek salad basically with spinach. And I'm going to add on some of that vinaigrette. I'm gonna give it a good toss, and then we'll be ready to have dinner. This chicken is so freaking good. Good morning, friends. So this morning I'm making my favorite breakfast ever, which is a bagel with cream cheese. And I also have some smoked salmon to go on the side, as well as some berries. And my cream cheese of choice today is this chive and onion cream cheese, just from Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia is my favorite cream cheese. I'm not a huge whipped cream cheese gal. You know, I like the firm stuff. But this is what this cream cheese looks like. It's so good, even with crackers. So I'm going to put a delicious thick amount on my bagel because I love a thick amount of cream cheese. It's what makes the whole bagel, you know? Today I'm going to serve the salmon on the side, mainly because I want some bites of bagel with salmon and some bites without. So I'm just going to throw on a couple of pieces here. And then my fruit. I love that it's berry season right now. But there we go. This is breakfast for today. For lunch today, I made a big Caesar salad with some leftover chicken from last night and also some croutons. And the croutons that I used today are these Tuscan tomato croutons. They're very tasty. I'm currently editing a YouTube video, and I like to have a nice hot beverage while I edit a lot of the time. And so today I'm just making a hot chocolate. So to this pot, I just added in some milk, and then I added in some cocoa powder and some maple syrup because I didn't have any hot chocolate mix, and this works just fine. It's so good. And so that's going to be my little afternoon pick-me-up for today. Also, apparently I'm in a very chocolatey mood because I don't just want the hot chocolate, I also want one of these shortbread cookies, so we're gonna have both. So we are going to go play some tennis soon, but as a snack, I'm just going to cut into this yellow honeydew, have some of that bad boy, then we're gonna go play tennis. And for this last night's dinner, I don't really have a plan. So we might come home, we might go and get something. This lighting is a little bit weird. Honeydew looks so good. What is everybody's least favorite melon? Because I love all of the melons, but I feel like cantaloupe would be the one that I would rank lowest. But they're all good. Like, I love cantaloupe. What's your least favorite? Let me know. All right, besties, so for dinner tonight, we are having some burgers. I'm so excited because it's barbecue season, and barbecue season is just one of my favorite things. So right now I'm just grilling up some mushrooms and onions to put inside of the burgers, and I'm also cooking some bacon in there. And then as a side for dinner tonight, we're just having another salad. The usual suspects are in there. And tonight I think I'm going to have a Caesar salad again because it sounds really good and really tasty. And then for Andrew's burger, he's going to have some of this sharp cheddar, but for myself, I'm going to put on a Kraft single because I love that kind of cheese on burgers. And we have our toppings, our buns. And yeah, that's the 411 for right now. I'll show you when everything is all put together. Also, I'm just snacking on some pickles while I cook dinner. Look at how loaded and beautiful this burger is. Holy freaking crap. I ended up going for the sharp cheddar myself because Andrew's burger looked so good when I put it on. So I have that and the salad, and this is going to be dinner for tonight. I need to give you another close-up because this is just, it's freaking heavenly. Wow. I feel like I look a little bit like a Cocker Spaniel in this lighting. How interesting. But I am going to bed soon, but I want to finish my day off on a sweet note, so I'm going to have some of these mini Kit Kats. But I hope you enjoyed watching this What I Eat in a Week video. If you like videos like this, then make sure to hit that subscribe button down below to become part of our little family. If you have any video suggestions, as always, you can leave them down below. And don't forget to do something kind for yourself today, okay? Okay. Bye, friends.